I'm going to create an 8-bar phrase based on the idea of varying a motive. A motive is a short musical idea. So we're going to make up a motive and then use various transformation techniques to turn it into an 8-bar phrase. It will be in a fairly atonal style, but the rhythm will be kept fairly simple. Okay, so let's draw in an initial bunch of notes for our motive. It will be a 2-bar motive. Let's just put in any old rhythm for now and see what we get. Let's move this so that it's 2 quavers. Let's move that there. See what that sounds like. Now let's make it a little more interesting from the contour perspective. Let's move that up to here. So, oops. Let's add an extra note there. I'll just keep on changing it until I'm happy with it. So I want to have a contour with some variation with one high point. And what I think I'll do is maybe add another note in here. Too wide. Don't like that note anymore. Change. Let's make that an A. Alright, that's our motive. Now we need to do an intervallic analysis of that. So let us write in the intervals. When we're going to do our intervals, we're going to think of them in terms of semitones and in direction. Plus will be up, minus will be down. So F to F sharp is +1. And then F sharp to A is +3. Then another +3, then a -7, then a +4, and then a +5, and then whatever this is, which is a -11. And then a +2, and then a +3, and a +1. Okay, so we now know what intervals we've got in there. So we will make a sentence construction. That means it'll be an 8-bar phrase consisting of a motive, some sort of repetition, a varied repetition in this case, a liquidation, which is when we get a little bit of the motive and repeat it in different transpositions or different manipulations, followed by a cadence, which is still based on the motive. Okay, so we want to repeat. I'll have to get rid of this. We want to repeat this. So what we could do is, go to the, I'm in the wrong view. We can paste this at bar 3. Oops. Best to copy it first. Okay, now we've got so we've got a literal repetition. Let's do a transposition. I can just take it up. Sounding a bit rock and roll there. So let's take it somewhere higher. What we could do, we could do a variation like using an inversion. That would mean all the intervals that were going up now go down. So instead of this going up 1, let's change this, C sharp, originally going up 1, we'll now make it go down 1. So C, instead of C, it'll become to a B. Okay, then instead of going up 3, we go down 3 from the B. We're at the B, we go down 3. And then another down 3. So we're, oops. Now we go down 3. Hang on, there it is. Down 3, then up 7, which is already a C. Then down 4, which will make an okay. Then plus 5 becomes minus 5. So this has got to go down to there. Oops. Oh, that's wrong. That's got to be here. Okay. So now we've got to go plus 11. So that goes up to a D. And then minus 2. Then minus 3. Then minus 1. Okay, so every interval up here we've made the negative of. So when we listen to our varied repetition, we're using a transposed inversion. Let's see what it sounds like. Okay, I think we'll try a different, oops, that will teach me. Let's try transposing it to a different degree. Let's take it up to D or C sharp. D. I think I want to take it even higher than that. Let's try E. Well, that will do for now. Then what we've got to do is create a liquidation in these two bars. A liquidation is when we get a small part of the motive and repeat it a bunch of times with various transformations. Which bit shall we use? Or, let's listen to bar 2. I think we might do just these two beats here. Oops, did it again. No, that's the wrong bits. Let's do this. Oh, must work out how not to do that. Alright, these two pieces here. We'll copy them. We'll put them at 5. Paste that. And then we'll put them at 5.5 and then 6. So now I've copied them, so we've got 2 bars worth of that small motive. Let's just listen to what we've got. I think I want these notes to start on a B. Yeah, and then I think I'll put these notes maybe on a D. Let's see what that sounds like. And let's take that up to a G or a G sharp. Let's try G. Let's go from here. Then I think we'll take them down to somewhere out there. Let's see what that sounds like. I think maybe there. Okay, let's try the whole tune so far. Now we need to do some sort of variation on the motive to make a cadence at the end. So let's copy the motive again and paste it in at 7. And now we can't see it, so we'll change the view. Looking a bit funny, but that's alright. Let's see what we've got if we play at the top. Alright, we could transpose this, but for now I'm not going to. I'm just going to change this so that we get what's called agogic emphasis, which means it slows down at the end to create accent by duration. So you can get an ending. So we'll just delete that note. Let's play. Okay, we could extend that note. I'll extend that note by doing this. Oops. Okay. Okay, so we've got a cadence here, a point of repose. We've got a climax here, this high note here. So that looks like it's an okay sentence construction. So the bits are a motive, and then we have a repetition, which is an inversion, and then we have a liquidation, and finally we have a cadence. And that's the piece. Let's move it so that it's all in the screen. Here we go. Now, of course, we have to add dynamics and articulation so that it can get more expression, but at least we now have a viable 8-bar, slightly atonal theme.